I think this is partially their fault, Pelosi and Schumer, because we talked about this last year when Trump tried to shut down the government and use DACA as a hostage.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? To try to get what he wanted.
Right.
Now, what they did do was give him funds for more border security,
Yes.
and then I guess to reinforce and the existing sections of the wall.
They gave him $1.3 billion.
They gave him $1.3 billion. Now, I think they were leading him on, I guess, to think that he would get more in the future. It's like we won't argue for DACA that hard, you know what I'm saying, right now. But since we're giving you this, we'll kick the can down later.
Right.
And now the chickens are coming home to roost, and now he wants more.
Of course he
wants
does. Because this was like the #1 campaign promise of Donald Trump. I'm going to get you the wall.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, I think, again, you know, I think we do have to frame that 1.6 billion like I guess accurately, because a lot of my progressive friends have kind of posted this whole like, oh, Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi offer Donald Trump $1.6 billion for his bigot project of a wall. You see how complicit they are. You see how complicit they are. But if you watch the whole exchange they had in the Oval Office, Pelosi said, we're going to give you the same thing we gave you last time. That's what she was talking about. She was talking about the 1.2 or 1.3?
1.3.
1.3 billion they gave him last time for just border reinforcement, which is just more border security agents and just fixing existing portions of the wall. That's it. So I think anybody on the left should kind of frame this 1.6 billion properly. It's not really to construct an entire new wall. It's just to, I guess, shore up the infrastructure of existing sections.
Well, let's be just, I guess as plain as we can be. Like $1.6 billion is not going to do it. Even $5 billion is not going to get the wall accomplished. He's going to need more, but this is just a step in the process that he wants. I want my $5 billion right now, and maybe along the line I can get the 25 more billion dollars I need to fully construct the wall. But the problem I have with this $1.6 billion that the Democratic, leaders and multiple Democratic politicians are supporting, and they're behind this initiative to kind of like meet him along the way. And they're not going to give him $5 billion, or they haven't yet. We'll say that they haven't yet, but we'll get you $1.6 billion in the same way we gave you $1.3 billion last year, right? So take a listen to Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer after this meeting that they had with Trump at the White House. This is out front of the White House. This is I believe this is on the front lawn, and this is after the meeting.
The $1.3 billion that we gave him last year for border security, no wall, but border security, less than 6% of it has been spent. They haven't even spent last year's money, and now they're demanding much, much more this year. The president said things are working quite well at the border. Well, we want to give him the same thing he had last year. If they're working well last year, they should work well this year. He shouldn't shut down the government.
So, my problem is, if you have these numbers, if you know that only about 6% of the money that you gave him last year has been spent, then why the hell are you supporting $1.6 billion right now?
An increase.
In more money and an increase of the funds you gave him last year. What is that going to go towards if all the money has not even not a majority, not 90% of the money? It's like, why are you giving him more money? It can only look like for people that are not in Congress, this can only look like, oh, the Democrats are caving in. Mm-hmm. They're caving in and they're supportive of this bigoted plan, just not as much of it. Yeah, they're not fully supportive of it, but they're going to meet them sort of halfway.
Did you see how he kicked the legs from up under his own point?
That's my problem.
First you're going to mention how much money the administration either wasted or didn't use from the previous funds that you granted him.
Right.
But then you're going to mention the fact that, hey, we're giving him this deal and he should take it. We're giving him more money and he should take it right now.
Why are you giving him more money? Why? Just to throw it out there?
I think just to appease him. just to appease them.
But it looks like you have no backbone at this point.
And it looks like maybe, Trump himself maybe wised up a bit because he probably recognizes that, hey, man, wait a second. That ain't enough money.
Yeah.
That's not enough money to get this wall.
That's right.
So this time around, I want more money.
It seems like he's going to get more money, regardless of if he gets.
You think he's going to get $5 billion?
Oh,
Probably not.
Look, I don't think the Democrats will go that far because, again, look, they're coming into the new Congress with significant power now. They do have control of one of the bodies of Congress. So I don't think what's the need to do it? What's the need to do it? The only reason that they would do it is to prevent a government shutdown. But it's not just the Democrats that are against the government shutdown. Republicans are as well. McConnell has said, no, Trump doesn't need to shut down the government. It's a bad idea. There are other Republicans that are saying the same thing. It would be a really bad look. They already know it would be a bad look. Trump, you don't need to do this. We can't shut down the government. So I don't think the Democrats have any reason to cave in that far. They've already caved into 1.6 billion. They don't have any reason to cave into 5. They already look bad for the 1.6 billion.
But it looks like Chuck Schumer is willing to continue to look bad based on his statements after that meeting, right?
Yeah. It looks like it, man.